Mr. Speaker, I rise today, and I have several members that will be coming up to the microphone as well and speaking about this issue, something that I keep hearing from my constituents, and quite frankly, all across the entire country, regarding the top issue right now on people's minds back in my home state and in my district for sure, and that is the situation at the border. In whatever angle you look at this is something that is considered a crisis, whether you're looking at the national security implications, whether you're looking at the lack of order at the actual border, whether you're looking at what our agents and our officers are going through, whether you look at the disrespect for the rule of law and the abuse in the asylum system, whether you look also at the humanitarian crisis and what people are going through as they're getting trafficked, women, children. As we all know, the reports of missing children within the care of the state, over 85,000. There is no upside to this crisis. There is no, and there doesn't seem to be a turnaround of this situation either. So I will be addressing my colleagues in the House today quite extensively about this issue because it's, again, something that has been top of mind for us, and it's not a new subject, it's not a new issue. It's something that we've seen continue to get worse and worse as the months and the weeks and actually the years have gone by. This administration has lost complete control, if at any point it had any, of the border. This wasn't the case just 2.5, 3 years ago. So when we talk about the policies that can actually work, we're not talking in theory. We're not imagining that this could work. We actually can point to successes that we had as a country in controlling the situation at the border. Now, I got to tell you, and I'll be talking about this in a little bit as well, but I'm an immigrant myself. I have gone through the process, and I'll be digging a little deeper on that, but I'll tell you that right now that having gone through this process, I can understand how broke the system is and how much improvement it needs in a lot of areas. However, abusing the system the way it's been abused is not good for anyone, not good for our country, not good for the order of our country, and not good for the migrants themselves either, and also not good for those that have been waiting in line to have their turn at this shot at the American dream that I've enjoyed, and I want many others to do so as well as they follow the system that we've put in place that, as I repeat, needs fixing and needs improving. However, what we're seeing at the border and the numbers that we're seeing, the data, the crime, the crossings are unprecedented. Actually, the chief of the Tucson sector, which is now the busiest sector in terms of encounters in the entire country, called it not too long ago. He said, before I called it unprecedented, now I don't have an adjective to describe what the situation is now. Just about 10 days ago when the week closed, it was reported that 17,500 encounters had happened in the Tucson sector alone. Before, 1,000 or a couple thousand a week was an alarming number, and even borderline crisis. Now we're looking at 3,000 or so a day in some days. These are unsustainable numbers, and it's not trending in the right direction. So I want to give the floor over to some of my colleagues that will address this issue as well, and I'll be interjecting in between. The first one is I would like to yield 3 minutes to my colleague from Florida, someone that has experience in law enforcement, experience battling crime and fighting for law and order, and that is Mr. Rutherford from Florida. Sir, you have 3 minutes, sir.